Ring, ring, ring. Barney is calling with his favorite sharpening stone, the Vermont Purple. Thank you, Greg Gallant, for loaning this to me to give it a try. Using the same Bismarck and checking the packing peanut from the previous stone that we used it on. So we started with the black shadow, then the green, and now we're at the purple Vermont slate. And so a little information about slates in general. They're fine-grained sedimentary. Basically, they're microquart particles doing the cutting. Most slates fall roughly in the 6K to 12K range, but it's important for you guys to note that two slates can feel completely different. And I think that's the case here when I compare my green Vermont slate that was gifted to me by Joshua Pascal. Again, thank you, Josh. And this purple Vermont slate, they feel completely different. The way they hone, they kind of fall in the same range. I do believe that this purple Vermont ended up giving me a finer edge, but that's just to be expected with natural stones in general, even in the same classification of stones. So you can have two green Vermont slates that can perform completely different. One thing I didn't mention in my previous video, and I kind of left comments here and there talking about it, and all credit where credit is due. This was a talk that we had in the Zoom meeting with Greg Gallant. Sometimes with natural stones, you have layers in the stone that don't perform the way you want them to. And so you can take your diamond stone and remove some of the material that you're working on and get into a layer that actually has like good particles that you were looking for. It's similar to when you have a razor that has bad steel. Sometimes you have to remove steel to get past that bad steel and get to good steel. I hope that makes some sense. At least for me, it makes sense. Now, I want to make a little caveat here because I've noticed there's a lot of guys that are coming into the hobby. Slates, I would usually classify them in the finishing stage, and I would classify them as being really slow cutters. So do not expect to use a slate the way you would a cuticle, unless maybe you have a cuticle slurry and you put the cuticle slurry on there, but then that's its own different thing. I would classify slates as finishers, and so once you have your edge dialed in and you're ready to do your finishing work, that's when I would go on a slate typically. Again, this is all just take it with a grain of salt because each stone is different. You might have coarser slates, you might have finer slates, and you might have slates that feel like there's no abrasive there at all. Especially with water, they're very slow, so they act more like burnishing. So on steel, it's going to depend on what you have. Like, it's going to work best on like simple carbon steels, and it will probably struggle with stainless or hard carbide steels. So that's something to keep in mind. It's getting very technical here. Just keep it simple. It's just honing. You're removing material from the edge. So don't worry about it. Play with your stones, and eventually you'll get it. So play with your gear. Have fun with your gear. Listen to what you're doing, and have fun. So we haven't even started the shave, and I already have blood right there, and it's because I was trimming my nose hairs with a DE out of all things, and I managed to nick myself. So are DE razors more dangerous than a straight razor? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below, but you guys can see those are the results. All right, so we're at the testing phase of the razor. We're going to be using the Vermont slate from Greg Gallant. I have a Vermont slate that was given to me by Josh, but the one I have is the green Vermont. The one I got from Greg is the purple Vermont. His is purple. So this is the edge test. Let's see, 2 fingers. So, again, just in case, we'll try to hold this in not 2 fingers. That's a good edge right there. Let's carry on with the shave as usual. Let's do it again, just in case. This is how your edges should be. I mean, it should be so light, the pressure, and the angle should be like almost touching your skin, that you can do that. And get a fabulous shave. That just feels so good. Honestly. That just feels amazing. I'm gonna take this soap and rub it in, because this is my latest batch. I believe this is what I'm... Yeah, there's some slickness in there. So, I think we're there, guys, with the soap. Let's go with that and see how we do. Yeah, there's definitely really good residual slickness there. Very happy with that. Yeah, there's definitely that residual slickness that I was looking for. I could push this with more water, but lately my friend Robert Pascal was telling me, try a little bit thicker, and I always like trying new things. Sometimes you get carried away and just keep playing with the soap in your face. Like, I'm good to go, but it just feels fun to like put the brush on your face like this. So with the slates, man, I feel like they've been fairly consistent between all of them. All right, against the grain. No, but out of all the edges, I think this one is my favorite so far. And I wonder if that has to do anything with the stone, or is it just more time on the stones sometimes, or most of the times, results in a better edge. And I think that's the case here. Look at how easy, just 2 fingers against the grain. If your razor's not like that, I'm not gonna say anything, man. That's how I like my razors. Wow. Really close shave. I left the this part a little bit darker. I usually go against the grain, but I'm like, let's do a little difference in texture or whatnot. But that felt really nice. So let's try the aftershave. I used polysorbate 20. It all goes to the top, but when you mix it, it gets incorporated very well. So here we go. This is witch hazel based. Oh yeah. But I have some good oils in there as well. Not just like the fragrance oils, but oils that help give you some skin food. But I feel a little like tingliness, but not that much. Nothing uncomfortable. So yeah, and it has a nice like humectant feel, like it feels slick. All right, well I think that's it for today. When it comes to the slate, the purple Vermont, great edge. I mean, that was just absolutely fabulous. It seemed like the black shadow was good, but I think the green shadow then looked a little bit better. And now the purple Vermont looked even better, but it could be the case, more times on the stones gets your edge dialed in, So that's it for today. Hope to see you guys in the next one.